Hello again, and this is Marky Mark. So I guess this video is going to be Electra level 3 Sorceress doing the second quest in Act 1. And again, here's all my characters. As you can see, I converted 2 high level characters, and I got some paladins that I'm gonna probably jump in some games with, kind of make some friends. I got my warlock I'm working on. And of course, my Amazon, which is my favorite character. So I have to play through the new game as an Amazon with a character. And all my other characters, we're just not going to convert those for now. We got a item holder. They're a set mule. But I kind of want to spice things up a little bit before I shoot the video. I think I'm going to start on some type of like cool giveaways or something. So let's see. Well, right now I don't have a very big friends list. Some of these are family members and people I've played with in the past. Um, but let's see. This person here has a lot of hours in the game. Probably don't need to do a giveaway for that player. This person also has a lot of hours in the game. You can see here 2,000 hours. Probably playing before the expansion. 1,100 hours. This is a friend I recently made since the expansion came out. Played for about 20 hours. Potential good candidate for giving some items away. And so what I've been doing is I've been going to search for users you've played with. So I'm going to take a second to load. Cool thing about this game is that you don't really need really good internet to play it online. But yeah, like right now, just loading up this portion here, users that I have played with. Might take a second, but I tried earlier. It works eventually. My internet's not too great, but give it a second. So yeah, this year, I played a little bit in January. Last time I played in January was with my brother, Benji, one of my friends. And then I kind of started playing Diablo 3. And so yeah, now we're back on Diablo 2. So I kind of wanted to expand my horizons. So I've been trying to, kind of make some new user friends to kind of play with. So I've stumbled across this section where you can find users that you have played with and send them friend requests. So yeah, maybe find some people to play with when they're online, when you're online. So right now, here's January 10th. That's my brother, Benji. Last person I played with in January. And then so far, there was a Mitchell and a Charmander that I sent friend requests. 10 hours or more, probably a new player. Mitchell, 20 hours or more, probably a new player. This person accepted my friend request. Played for 20 hours or more, probably a new player. Jarrett, 10 hours or more, probably a new player. And Doug, 160 hours or more, probably somewhat a new player that's kind of been playing a lot lately. So all those friend requests are sent out, and this person has accepted my friend request. Then I went back into January to see if there's a few more. This person accepted my friend request, has a lot of hours. This person, I think I sent a friend request, has a lot of hours. These two, I sent friend requests. This one here, I can't see how many hours this person has played, but this was before the expansion came out. And this person here only has 35 hours before the expansion came out. So yeah, I just kind of started in January, sent out some friend requests. But yeah, so I think I'm going to try to play on those paladins and maybe go in some party play and help, kind of lead a party, use some skills to help out new players, maybe send out some more friend requests. And, oh yeah, I did not show, let's get on this character real quick. I think for the giveaway, I figured out what I want to give away for the first giveaway, whenever that may be in the near future. But yeah, so one of the tricky parts about the game is using up all your mana. Sorceress is really a big culprit for going through lots of mana, and eventually, just potions can work, but a lot of times potions just they potions just can be kind of hard to keep up with the mana sometimes when you get farther and your skills cost more mana. So I did transfer over like what, like four of these things? No, five. There's a level 53 insight and a thresher. There's a level 27 and a Becta Corbin, but with high requirements. Another one with high requirements, Partisan. And then I've got the classic Valge, which is probably immediately used at level 27, and the Bill, which isn't too hard to use at 27. So in this video, we're going to show the second quest is when you get your first Mercenary. The Act 1 Mercenary is actually a rogue, which uses a bow. Once you get to Act 2, you can get a Desert Mercenary, which is one of the best mercenaries you can get because the mercenary has one of several auras that a paladin can get, which always benefits everyone in your party. So yeah, and the Desert Mercenary can use either a spear or a polearm. So, once your mercenary gets to level 27, you can use an insight. If your mercenary has enough strength and dexterity or whatever. So yeah, I think I'm gonna start setting up for giving away this Insight Valge. So the thing about the Insight Valge is it has level 12 meditation aura. So once you put that on your Desert Mercenary, your mercenary is going to gain another aura, the meditation aura, which is a paladin skill. It's a aura that highly increases mana regeneration for your party. Everyone in your party will recover mana super fast. And let's see, let's move that to the shared stat, or well, yeah, one of the shared stashes. This right here, I guess. And we'll hop back on the sorceress. So yeah, I guess at this point I'm gonna try to make some friends, send out some friend requests, and maybe at some point I'll try to hook someone up with an insight. Probably someone that doesn't have a lot of hours on the game, so once they get to level 27, they kind of got something nice to kind of use, and it works for everybody that they play with, which is kind of cool because everyone will get a meditation aura. So one thing I want to point out is that the sorceress also has a mana regeneration skill, Warmth. It's passive, so you just put points into it and it always works. But only for the sorceress that has it. Now, one thing I want to point out is, as you can see, the mana recovery rate is 30%, and next level is 42%. That's actually not a lot. The meditation aura will have like 200% or something. Meditation just has a really high recovery rate. So yeah, this warmth is nothing compared to meditation, especially a level 12 meditation. The other thing I want to note is that your mana recovery rate is also related to the total amount of mana you have. So the more mana you have, the percentage will, go off of your total mana. And the more mana you have, the more you'll recover fast, or the faster you'll recover. It's a percentage. So the more you have, the faster it regenerates. Depending on how much mana your skills cost. Once you get to level 27 or 24, you'll have like Meteor. If your fire does 17 mana, this one's 22 mana, 11 mana. Fireball's even 5 mana at the first level. I think that goes up. And your Chain Lightning, 9 mana the first level. Lightning's 8 mana. Nova's 13 mana, and I think all those mana costs just keep going higher and higher the more points you put. And even the cold skills, Blizzard, starts at 23. So Insight is real good for a sorceress. Also good for other characters. But yeah, so let's just get started on this quest. So right now we're on the Burial Grounds quest. Look for Blood Raven next to the Cold Plains. You get that quest by talking to Cassia after you complete the first quest. So yeah, let's just do this quest real quick. Since I already spent a little bit of time on talking about some other things, let's see, what other beginner tips do I want to give before I start? The first video has a lot of beginner tips. I will say that I kind of put a sapphire in this armor to get 10 extra mana, put a sapphire and a ruby in this helmet to get 10 extra life and mana. That's a good way to start off getting access to more mana. Got some rare boots with some resistances, a cast rate ring, which is good for spellcasters, hit recovery, fire resistance, lightning resistance, and of course my staff that I started the first video with. I think we're pretty good on stats and stuff. So from the points that I got for getting to level 2 and level 3, I put one of the frozen armor. It's just really good for 1 point because it freezes any monster that hits you with a melee attack. So I should probably throw that on a button. We'll do ZR. And then since I decided I want to eventually be a lightning sorceress, I just went ahead and put the other points into charge bolt. Maybe we'll use that in this video. I feel like there's some other beginner tip I wanted to give. Oh yeah, repairing your items. That's super important. And let's see. Yeah, this when I first got the game, I couldn't even figure it out. Back a couple years ago. So let's see here. It doesn't say on the help screen because you can only repair your items when you're talking to, a shopkeeper, specifically like the Charcy in this act. Says trade repair. So yeah, so right now it just says at the bottom, B, close menu. And then if I go over here, well, it doesn't even say I can repair because I'm currently fully repaired. So I guess at the end of the video, I'll come back to town and show you how to repair, which could be super important. So that'll be the end of the video. Definitely a really good beginner tip I feel like I should show. So yeah, we're going to go to the Cold Plains and do the second quest. So we're in the Cold Plains. That looks like it goes back to the first area. Throw on my frozen armor. Probably won't even kill a lot of stuff. Just follow the path. That's a lot of the ways to do things in Act 1. Got a lot of mana now. 59 mana since I got those gems in my equipment. Haven't had to use a potion yet. And like I said, Firebolt always costs the same amount of mana. You saw my gear, nothing too crazy right now, even though I have a lot of crazy gear. I use 1 mana potion. My weapon is a little bit crazy, probably hard to get without any gold. Has 3 skills on it. But yeah, you can find some other type of staff maybe, or whatever character you are. All right, so the path branches. I think I'll go this way. Yeah, so the path splits. So the path in the Cold Plains leads to 3 different things. There are 3 distinct paths. One path leads to like a side cave. I think in Cold Plains it's actually called the Cave, maybe, or some other side area name. And then one path takes you to the Burial Grounds, which is where we're going. And then the other path takes you to the Stony Field. So after you clear the second quest, eventually you're going to want to head towards the Stony Field. But going in the cave can be good. You can get some treasure boxes, maybe some chance at some good gear. And then the Burial Grounds also has 2 side areas you could go in to get some treasure. And then when you feel like you're ready, you can go to the Stony Field for the third quest. But right now, let's just try to find the Burial Grounds. I don't really feel like killing all these monsters, but maybe we will. Let's just blast them all. Run pretty far away from them, and then just start blasting. Switch is kind of cool because you got a good little auto target. You don't really even have to aim that much. It kind of aims for you a little bit, which is nice. You definitely want to kill those shamans so they don't keep bringing the fallen back to life. I'll do all the skills later. And the stat points. Well, actually, the stat points. I got 20 strength. I kind of want more than that. Sorceress only starts with 10 strength. Just go ahead and have 25 into strength. Seems good. She also only starts with 10 vitality, which kind of sucks, but I got stamina potions. And you can see my frozen armor wore off, so I guess I'll put that back on. I'm not really getting close enough for the enemies to hit me, but just in case they do, they'll get frozen. See, they're frozen. They're frozen. Not for very long, but might help you kind of escape if you get kind of trapped. Yeah, so let's just, I think this is the right way. Nope, Stonyfield. That's where you go after you complete the second quest and you're ready to move on. After you decide if you want to go in some side areas, get some treasure, follow the path back. Up, walking, use a stamina potion. Somewhere there's a shaman. Now, if you're playing with more people, the monsters are going to have more life. So, these little fireballs I'm shooting aren't even going to probably kill them in 1 or 2 hits, maybe. But, my gear is just kind of regular gear I bought besides that staff. If everybody's playing and killing the monsters, you should be able to kill them together. Alright, so where's this path branch? Here we go. This looks like it. Yep, and maybe I'll go back and see if that place is called the cave. I think it is called the cave. Looks like the path is over here. See what that one's called. Yep, the cave level 1 has 2 levels. I think the second level has a nice little treasure box. Walking again. Let's use a stamina potion. Picked up a couple more chip gems. That's kind of nice. I encourage you to check out one of the side videos I'm going to put up that talks about the chip gems in the Herodric Cube. Very useful thing to use your chip gems for. And yeah, we're just going to blast this mini boss, Blood Raven. Yeah, let's just see if Blood Raven will come out and I don't have to shoot those guys. There we go. There we go. Now we're doing some damage. Oh, run away from those guys. Lots of life on that boss. Now those hungry dead are starting to get close to me, so I'll move away. And she's about to go down. A couple monsters in the way. There we go. And once you kill her, all the hungry dead nearby just kind of die. And we got some nice items too. I think I'll pick up this old book. Short bow, pick that up. See if we got room for, yeah, let's move these keys. I think I'll take this preserved head. And I think we'll just leave that stuff. Alright, so not sure how I'm doing on time for the video, but just kind of make this short and sweet. So yeah, after that, talk to Cassia to complete the quest. And now you have a bow buddy. Now when you go to your menu, there's an option for Mercenary. And there's your bow buddy, Mercenary. Liza, a level 3 rogue. So yeah, I'm level 4, so I think your Mercenary that you just get for free comes in 1 level lower than you. And then if you go back to Cassia, you could hire a different one if you want. Looks like they're all level 3. Looks like they're always 1 level below you. I will point out that the one that I was given for free hired for free has cold arrow and freezing arrow. Unfortunately, they also cannot use the skill till the correct level. So level 30 for freezing arrow, and cold arrow is level 6. And if you look at the fire arrow one right here, fire arrow I think is a level 1 skill, and exploding arrow is level 12. So it's a personal preference which one you want to use. The cold skills slow the monsters, but you're not going to get freezing arrow until level 30. Exploding arrow you get a level 12, which is real nice. Exploding arrow actually explodes and damages monsters in like a larger area, which is kind of like freezing arrow, which freezes in a large area. But level 12 to have a exploding arrow, or level 30 for a freezing arrow. I like to use the fire one first, and then unless I switch to a different mercenary, the freezing arrow ends up being pretty good. Maybe some more tips on that later. But for now, we're just going to identify. That's kind of nice. That boss dropped a rare short bow. And your mercenary can actually use some equipment too. So I'm going to give the mercenary the rare short bow. And you don't have to give this particular mercenary arrows, which is kind of nice. But this mercenary can wear, a body armor and a helmet. So let's just throw something on there. We're only level 3, so we don't really have a lot of options. Or the follower is only level 3, mercenary. Diablo 3, it's called a follower because you don't pay like a mercenary. Yeah, so maybe I'll just buy some temporary gear for the mercenary. Armor, we need a hat, helmet, skull cap, level 5. 2 socket, we could go with that, put some gems in there, but I think I'm just going to go for the 8 defense one. And hard leather armor, you might want to check the stats on your follower mercenary too. 35 strength, which this follower has a lot of strength, so we ain't got to worry about, like, even the studded leathers require strength 27, so we'll just go with that. Yeah, you don't have to worry too much about requirements other than level requirements. Even the bows, I think any bow you could find right now, I think you have enough strength and dexterity for it. So yeah, there's the follower, showing how to equip the follower. And now for the repair aspect. All right, so let's see. Doesn't really seem like it matters where my pointer is as long as I'm not hovering over something. But if you look down here, it says L, hold to repair all. And when I first got the game, I was like trying to press one of these top L buttons, and I was like, why can't I repair all my equipment? And then I go over here and it says hold to repair all. A, pick up. Yeah, so it doesn't even, yeah, now I think it's even different. Oh, there we go. There it says L, repair, and if you hold air, it repairs all. So that's actually L with a circle around it, which is actually, your joystick that you use to move. So if you press that down, you can repair an item. And if you just kind of hold it down, you can repair all your equipment. Yeah, that's super confusing for beginners probably, or at least it was for me when I got the game a couple years ago. I couldn't figure it out. For the longest time, my equipment was going into low durability. If you look at the help menu, just these things pop up and show that your equipment's about to break because of not enough durability. But yeah, I hope that's good beginner advice. And yeah, I guess with that, we'll end the video. Thanks for watching. This is Marky Mark.